At the power forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 16. Number 16.
Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Washington, and it's the Wizard in at the shooting guard position. They've got Miller, and it's the Wizard in at the 4-man position. A good chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. Here we go. But, B.A., the rookies, they're learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Collins outside. Here's the Wizard. No good from outside. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. The Wizard passes to Miller. Here's the Wizard. Back to Miller. Pass to the Wizard. Just 4 to shoot. From the wing, the Wizard's shot is off. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Miller. Now Collins. Right wing. Here's the Wizard. Collins outside. Here's the Wizard. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Pass to Washington. Here's the dude. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Shot clock at 6. Here's the Wizard. Off the mark there with a 3.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
Down low. It's stolen by Washington. Lets the 3 fly. And the Wizard gets it to go.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to the dude. Here's the Wizard. Collins outside. Here's the Wizard. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's the Wizard. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Jennings. Now Miller. Jennings passes to Miller. Here's the Wizard. The floater. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Collins passes to the Wizard. Here's the dude. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The Wizard passes to the Wizard. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The Wizard's shot is off. Gone 1 for 3 so far. Miller outside. Pass to Jennings. Here's the Wizard. To the left side wing. Tries it from 19. The Wizard's shot is off. Gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Now here's Washington. Pass to the dude. With the 7-footer. Miller pulls it in. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Takes a 3. No luck on that one.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
And here's Collins. Pass to the dude. Collins outside. Here's the Wizard. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. The Wizards gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's Jennings. In his last outing, 10 points for him. The Wizards' shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Collins, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Jennings passes to the Wizard. Miller outside. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. Here's Jennings. Here's the Wizard. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. And here's Collins. Now here's Washington. Pass to the dude. Takes the 3. Washington, the second chance points on the tip in.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. You take a look at the home team, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Washington. And there's the screen. The Wizard passes to Miller. Inside. It's stolen by Washington. And they're running. Up the floor. Here's the dude. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Fade away. And that one's good.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. And he makes it. The Wizards got his third bucket of the night.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Harris outside. The Wizard passes to Harris. Here's the Wizard. Here's the dude. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The officials were right on top of that one.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's the Wizard. Here's the dude. Back to Collins. Here's the Wizard. Misses the three.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
To the wing on the left. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Collins outside. 52 seconds left to play in the first. And Harris throws it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. The Wizard passes to Miller. Can't get it to drop. Shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Harris finds Collins. Pass to the dude. Back to Collins. Here's the Wizard. From outside, off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. They lead by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
They've got James, and it's Collins in at the point. Oh, they pick off the pass. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Coleman. Out to the wing. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. Here's Coleman. Just 5 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. James with the rebound. Shooting just 33% so far in this game. Pass to Nicholson. Collins right side. Shoots from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's the Wizard. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Coleman. Shoots from the block. And he can't bank that one in. James outside to the inside. Here's Collins. And the Wizard pulls it down.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Harris outside. Nicholson. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And we've got a moment here to show you this season's most aggressive defensive teams.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Coleman. Still no points. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Jennings. Pounded by Harris. Here's the Wizard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Coleman. The three-pointer off the mark. To the paint. Stolen. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
First team foul. At the line for one.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Graham, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Here's the Wizard. He has 6. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harris outside. Pass to James. Here's the Wizard. Harris down low. The shot off that time. Gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. To the middle. Here's Coleman. It's blocked. Miller against James. Pass to the Wizard. James deciding where to go with it. Six to shoot. Out to Harris. Here's the Wizard. Can't hit it. His 7th miss in 9 attempts. Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. James with the ball. No made baskets yet. The Wizards' shot is off.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but it's gone dry since.
Miller, the pass to the Wizard. Back to Miller. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by James. Miller's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Pass to the Wizard. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And he makes a first. Miller hits them both. And here's James. No points so far. Pass to the Wizard. Lets it go from deep. Jennings grabs a miss.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it. Just ugly, and that hasn't happened.
Now Curry. Here's the Wizard. 6 points for him. Here's the three. Jennings, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Harris. Here's the Wizard. He's got 6. To stop the drought. The dude gets the bucket. The dude's got his second basket of the night.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's the Wizard. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The Wizard passes to Curry. Pass to Miller. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Now Miller out to the right wing. Here's the Wizard. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizard's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Back to Curry. Ooh, ripped away. Pass to the dude from about 16, and the Wizard pulls it down.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Curry, and he buries his first look.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The Wizard passes to the dude. Short, but it's good off the front iron. The dude's gotten 4 this quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Washington's checked in for Harris. Shooting around 33%, not the best offensive efficiency. Over to the left wing. Here's the Wizard. He's got 6. To the right side. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got rebound number 5 here tonight. A minute 29 left in the first half. Here's the Wizard. 6 points for him. Tries to break his ice. And the Wizard pulls it down.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Miller outside. Pass to the Wizard. And rejected. And he stays with it. Here's the Wizard. The Wizard passes to Jennings. The Wizard's shot is off. The Wizard's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And the Wizard gets it to go.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Away team foul. Number 4. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 23. Duke Miles.
23 seconds left in the half. Here's the Wizard. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Here's the Wizard. Got it. Good job in the low post. The Wizard's got his first 2 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to the dude. Shoots a fadeaway. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. And that's very much the shot. So sorry. Let's hear it for the participants.
Shooting under 35%. Let me see. That calculates to they're lucky to be in this game. Look, they're getting a lot of hustle points, but that can only get you so far. They got to start executing down the stretch.
Yeah, patience is a virtue. Don't always take the first shot when you see it.
All right, next up, we've got some potential competitors in this year's three-point contest for you.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Shooting just around 32% from the field. They've got Miller, and it's the Wizard in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isilö. To the paint.
Away team foul. Third personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 84, Mike James.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Wizard. Shot clock at 5. For the lead. Washington grabs the miss. Shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. It's picked off. Here's the Wizard. Miller outside. Pass to the Wizard. And he dunks it down. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Here's the Wizard. Give him 8 points now. The dude passes to Washington. Inside, pass to the Wizard. Miller outside. Here's the Wizard. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the Wizard. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Dude. He can't get it to go. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Miller on the wing. Here's Jennings. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 1, number 16.
Here's James. No points yet. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's the Wizard. Give him 8 points now. And he banks in the layup. The Wizards got 10 points in the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Miller outside. Here's the Wizard. He's got 11. Here's the Wizard. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's the Dude. 7 points in the game. There's the steal. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
And he's got his 4th free throw of the game.
At the line for 1, number 1.
And the free throw, no good. Shooting 34% thus far in this game. The Dude passes to the Wizard. And so Tomas Isolo calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's Jennings. Here's the Wizard. 10 points for him. And he comes up with a bucket. The Wizards got 6 in the quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 10. Now James. The Wizard passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 12. Pass to the Wizard. And here's Miller. Check by James. Here's Jennings. Jacks up a 3. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now James. All sorts of time. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. The Wizards got 12.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Jennings. He's scoreless. Here's the Wizards. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. With the fadeaway. That shot missing.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for one,
Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the players have to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
Pass to Harris. Here's the Wizard. With some arc. And it's good on the lay-in. The Wizards got 6 points in the quarter. Gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard, pounded by Harris. Here's the Wizard. Miller, right side. Pass to Coleman. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. 5 points in the game. And the jumper from the wing offline. Here's the Wizard. And here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's the Wizard. He's got 12. Miller outside. Pass to Coleman. Here's the Wizard. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Nearly halfway through the season. Let's see the standings out east. Taking a look at the visitors here. They're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around. Gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to the Wizard. James inside. Yet to see a basket. A rebound by Coleman. Coleman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the Wizard. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Here's the Wizard. He's got 13. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to Miles. Here's the Wizard. Miles, the pass to Harris. Here's the Dude, looking to get back on track. Good work there as it goes. The Dude's got 9.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Here's Coleman. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. They've gone 6 for 9 in the half. James outside. Here's the dude. 9 points in the game. Offline from the high post. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. They lead by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Here's Miles. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
All right, time for an injury report.
In his analysis, an aggravation of that nagging shoulder tendonitis. Extremely painful. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Thanks for the update there, Allie. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Miller, the pass to Curry. Back to Miller. Deflects the pass. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. On defense, the visiting team. The Wizard passes to Curry. Miller outside. Here's the Wizard. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one.
Shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's good for 2.
And after a terrible first half shooting the ball, they're finally finding their touch.
The Wizards gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Here's Miles. Here's the Wizard. And a miss there on the triple.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Pass to the Wizard. Miller against Harris. And the Wizard pulls it down. Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's the Wizard. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Miles, the pass to Harris. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Miller. Clock at 4. Here's the Wizard. No good with the elbow jumper. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. Miles with a rebound. Back to Harris. Pass to Miles. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Floats a runner. That one is off. Shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Curry. Banked it in off the glass.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Curry's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And the visitors call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of the scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
So both teams changing it up here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. And it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. The Wizard passes to the dude. Washington outside. Up top, Collins. Here's the dude. They can't stop the run with that one. Gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Jennings. Here's the Wizard. On the clock. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's Coleman. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's the dude. Pass to Collins. Back to Harris. Here's the Wizard. Harris a screen. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Coleman. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Coleman from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. The Wizard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
0. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for one. Number 16.
Got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. And the visitors call time here. Here's the dude. Up top, Collins. Now here's Washington. Out left to the wing. Here's the Wizard. 6 to shoot. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. Here's the Wizard. Collins with the rebound. Shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Pass to the Wizard. Shot on the wing. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. Here's the Wizard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Number 16.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's the Wizard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. Here's the Wizard. Releases. Harris there for the rebound. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Not that time. Gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's the Wizard. Pounded by Harris. Hits it, falling back.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And the visitors call time here. Shooting only 36% so far in this game. Collins with it from deep. The triple drop.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Tries it from 16. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the Wizard. He's guarded by Washington. 5 to shoot. With the shot. Washington with a rebound. Shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. There's the drive. Oh, yeah! That's good! I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Here's the Wizard. Collins defending. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And the visitors call time here. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 15. Harris just in time with the putback. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's the Wizard. so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.